Hey, Asio, Mr. Burns here. Going to share this week's work for our unit on bioethics, Unit 2. We're going to be learning about morals and ethics. So, morals and ethics are the second major part of our course. Our first part was to learn about values. So, when we think about the topic of bioethics, you have to begin by thinking about what do you value. Then once you've figured out what you value, then you can start the process of making decisions. And those decisions, the actions that you take, are can be judged. They can be seen as being ethical or unethical. Values you don't really judge. Values just form the foundation of what you decide to do. But ethics, the underlying moral principles that you follow, can be agreed and disagreed upon. And so today we're going to learn about some of the major moral questions that are addressed when we start talking about bioethics. Ethics as a whole topic has some other moral considerations, but bioethics has some specific ones. So in this week's activity, actually, you know what, before I start, some of you have opened but not submitted some of the work on values that we did the week before spring break. And I know there were all kinds of crazy technology issues. If that's the case for you, you should be able to go back now and submit that work. I will hold off on grading that for a day or so here, but I need you to go ahead and make a submission on that. And if I'm not seeing submissions and things like that, I'll start calling to check in and make sure, or emailing you specifically to make sure there aren't specific problems. But of course, if there are problems, just let me know, and I'll help you kind of try to problem solve those. Anyway, on to this week's work. So we're learning about morals and ethics, and you're going to begin, as you'll begin most weeks, with a kind of a quick intro case study, like a question to ask. And this week we use something from MIT, The Moral Machine, and you'll see there's a video introduction for that one as well. There's a discussion you'll submit to that. Then there's some background notes and reading. This follows very much the same format from what you did last week. And then finally, you will be listening to a podcast which introduces the case study that we're going to be working on both this week and next week, and actually maybe even a little bit on into the future. It's a bigger case study than the last one we did, and this one is a real world case study. So again, welcome back. I hope everybody had a decent spring break, and I know that that everything is still all shaken up and weird, and I'm here to help. And if you have questions, please let me know.